back. I'm gonna work on this because I need to make a piece for getting into a show of mental health, but I wanted to show you before I take off this. And I'm drinking some soda. I was eating. I had breakfast, lunch like not too long ago, so I'm a little bit thirsty. But I wanted to show you guys what I did. But I need this right now. A couple weeks ago. This. Remember, I was telling you yesterday. Well, I was on the live that I made a piece. This is the first iteration from the stencil. Hey, Marlene. So this is what you saw, and I just noticed there are some spots that mix, and I didn't know that the background is coming through. So amazing. Um, so yeah, and then I was playing around on the same piece of paper with the you see how the other one, I think the other stencil, and I was just like making it a little bit messy and like a little bit ghosty, and yeah, and I like that I used two different colors. Like I did a gold here, and I did a little bit of gold mixed with red, and yeah, this is what all started the whole background stencil thing. So I wanted to do something, but I just didn't know what to do. But today we're not going to work on stenciling. We're going to be working on framing some of this piece and framing some of the other pieces I did in two different frames. I just want to see how they look like. Remember these little frames that I bought back in fall? So I have, I think 10 of those little frames. I'm not sure, or 5. And I know where they are near my home, so I could buy more. So, and they're glass, so I do believe they're 4x4. And yeah, see, they're glass, and I think it's plastic around, but it's a pretty good frame. And yeah, so it'll stand. So I want to see how some of my pieces look like. I'm trying to get in back into 2 shows. So one of them is gonna be an oil painting that I have in my head. But I need to go get I need to buy from like a panel, a flat panel that it fits. I have, which is funny, I never work backwards, but I have been looking at some frames that I have, and I was like, and that's the reason we're working on the piece that we're going to be working on. The first show, it's that I need to turn in my shit. I have 1 piece, 2 pieces maybe in my sketchbook, but I want to do a paper piece so I could frame it. And that's kind of what settled this whole thing and what made me think about my oil piece. But it's actually a behavioral. It's one of these pieces that I show you on my sketchbook, the neurographic art. That's one of the pieces that we're going to be working on today, because one of the questions is on to get on that show. It's about healing. Like, what does your art, like, how does that help you in the behavioral sense? Well, for me, if you don't know my story already, the colors help me heal grief through my mom's passing and the end of the era of my birth parents being here on earth with me with her passing 5 years ago, actually. So it's 4 years and some months that I picked up the brush based on that. But now basically this show near my home, it's like, how does that help other people, right? So I've been thinking about that, and I'm kind of glad I did sign up for the workshop, the artist way, because it's nothing artsy related per se. It's more like to unlock your creative block in your daily stuff, and it's actually more work than I thought, but it's like every Sunday, and it goes by really fast. So some people were helping me today that I I knew this when my mom passed, that I did have some like childhood trauma that people tend to like suppress. I don't have kids or married, so nothing really mirrors that for me. But I think me talking about how I came about doing art, um, it helped me like this morning to finish unlocking that whole process. I don't have much to go, but a little bit. No. No? Uh-uh. Okay. I'm full. Thank you. And but yeah, so that's kind of the whole piece. So I was like, I've been thinking about this and neuropathic. Like I said, for me it's two parts. For me, it's first attracted to the color, and then the process of like doing all this stuff. Because when I came into art, like I just wanted to do something else that I didn't know nothing about, so it could take me off my head thinking and feeling. What class? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, they me talking to them kind of bounce off my own ideas. So a little bit of art therapy this morning. Um, I hope you guys are okay with that. But I wanted to show my two pieces, and we're gonna do it here because I need to tape edges, and this is bigger than 11 by 14, where I'm gonna put this into a glass frame. But I want to have control over, because I'm dealing between two frames to see which one it will fit better, and I have a feeling it's gonna be that white one. I just need to dust it off, maybe repaint the edges, but I'll repaint the edges based on what I come up with. And I really like the color scheme, but I wanted to show you this. I really like the color scheme that we came up with yesterday. I really love this color scheme. So, and like the white, oh my gosh. So, we're gonna do it backwards. Neuropathic, normally they start with the lines, but I'm gonna start with color because this is my process and this is how I always dealt with some sort of like anxiety. Like um I always put color to frame first, and then I deal with everything else. So I'm going to do that, but before I do that, I'm going to tape the edges. So it'll give me a little bit more, more control. Oh, shoot. Shoot. The tape went in there and my water. Oopsie. Not this tape, but another tape. Oh, shoot. This is not starting the way I wanted to, but whatever. This is life, you guys, when, yeah. Um, I haven't picked up my, so yeah, I'm going to do that so I can cut it down to to um to size when I'm ready to frame it, which is gonna be very soon. But I need this piece to be done for that art show, for the behavioral art show near my area. Because I was like, yeah, like this is kind of like the base of my, yeah, we like to have fun and stuff like that, but in that fun, this is where the I guess childlike feel of, and like of doing this, this is where it comes from. Like, you know, this is the base of it, the whole start of this whole thing. But so yeah, that's why today you can definitely stand, so you can do with your piece. I think I already demonstrated on a small scale, but because, but I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and not show them when this whole time, this is the reason that I opened this channel anyway. um and I'm like, I want them to see the whole process. And while we wait for it to dry, we're going to frame the pieces that I have done, the ones that I wanna, just to see what they look like. And I'm probably, because I want to start taking them to the art shows as extras, and soup, sorry, and things like that. Sorry I'm coming out late, but I was like Too busy talking to my siblings, watching like a movie that I wanted to watch, and then I was like, I've been trying to come on for like an hour, believe it or not. I was just like, oh my god. And yeah, I want to watch a show that comes on. Ooh, how much did I frame? Okay, so yeah, it doesn't really matter because I know I'm gonna cut a good portion of it, but so yeah. Oops. That's why I'm taping off the edges because this is a lot larger than what I'm trying to go for. So it gives me that flexibility. I really like my favorite artist tape to date is Famui. I got it for free, but yeah, I might have to buy it after it's done because it's really good tape. I need a little bit more. Oops. I should have cut it to size. There we go. But yeah. This is kind of like the base thing. Still unlocking some of that childhood stuff that I have lingering around. But that's okay because, I mean, we're not all perfect, right? And there's a reason why I didn't want to get married or have kids. And, speaking of which, do you guys want to hear something spooky? So I had a crazy dream and so did my stepfather. And I both looked them up and it's actually not bad. So my stepfather told me that he dreamt me that I was telling him that I was pregnant. That I was gonna be a single mom pregnant and I was gonna have a baby girl. But I was like, that's weird because I always dream a baby boy. But I dreamt, on the other hand, that I dreamt like somebody knew a man and he was in the medical field, which is kind of weird that I'm talking about this behavioral thing. But this person was telling me he invited me to a party, and in that party they make like pork, like a pork shredded thing that Mexican people do, but he had 6 people like that they were dead. Oh my god, it was so bizarre. Lying on a table, he was ready to take a piece from them, and I'm like, ew, and I left. I got so disgusted and I left. I left the party and never he was calling me back and I was like, no. He was a good person because I came back years like a year later and I apparently we were married. It was kind of weird. And I woke up, but when I woke up I was fine, but it was like kind of scary. Yeah, I don't know. I put alcohol, but yeah, it was So we're going to put our my three favorite colors for right now, which is this to, like I said, I'm doing it backwards because that's just the way I roll. So Gamboge Gum, Sulfurino, and Kessler. Okay, that's what we're going to do because this is how we roll. Ooh, look at Kessler wanted to come out. And I just kind of do it by intuition. I wanted to put a little bit more. As you know, these colors are powerful, but I am going to put a lot of pink. And I love this bubblegum gamboge. Oh my god, it does something to me every time. I'm telling you, colors, it's the way to heal. That's why we're doing it backwards, because I'm always attractive to the colors versus the actual, like the rendering of the final piece. So this is why we're doing it like this, but you can do it however you want. This is FYI, if you're watching on the replay, this is an art therapy sesh. I've done this. I did it as a final thing for the art therapy certificate last fall, and now I'm doing it here as a bigger piece into my. I'm gonna have to buy the bigger of this one because look at how much I squeezed out of it already. I love it. Love it. I'm glad it was $22 because yeah. So now it's gonna serve. Shminka's gonna serve as a thing of my, as a piece. You know what? I'm gonna get a different type of. I'm gonna get my number 18 Escoda Ultimo by David. Look how fluffy this is, and it goes to a point. Look at that. So everybody, that's Escoda is my favorite, in case you don't know. So we're gonna go with the pink first. So I'm so attracted to the pink. Oops, that was Kessler. Oopsie. We're going to go with the pink first. Ooh, I love it. Whew. Well, I called it pink, but in reality, I think it's magenta. Ooh, Lord, that Schminka paint, literally, look at this. I dipped it a little bit, and look at that. Oh my God, it's so strong. It's almost like gouache. It's very strong. I guess I could have put a little bit less, but it's okay. More the merrier. Because this is going to be behavioral. And usually people tell you that red, I don't consider this red. It's to me like a darker pink, which is bright and light and airy. But they tell you that red, it could be for passionate, but also anger. For this color is like the perfect. It's a cool color, but it embodies like femininity, strength, all of that. See, now it made it a little bit red with that other color, with this one. But yeah. So that's why I'm doing it like this. But you can do it like however they show you, which is the Sharpie. In my case, I'm not going to use a Sharpie. I'm going to use this Diller Rowney acrylic marker. That's why I put alcohol, because I needed to dry it faster. And it will very soon, I think. Woo. Yeah, this is Koda. It holds a lot of water. And then I'm gonna go in with the other one, with the Kessler, which is not very much. The Kessler moves, but not very much. So yeah, you see that? Ooh. See why I did the pink for the magenta first? Because they're very powerful, these colors. And I wanted to show. I don't see much of the oh Lord, I don't see much of the yellow anymore. I think it mixed a lot. A lot. Oopsie. But I'm happy with this. We're probably gonna add some white. Some like, I don't know. I have a lot of paint here. Let me try to get it somewhere, because I don't have, where's let me see. No. Where's see, this is why I need a separate sketchbook, because I need to put like this whole paint in this brush somewhere, and I don't know where. So I don't have any paint, anything on here that, shoot. Oh, here's my, well, this is gonna have to do. Ah! Oop, oop. Oh Lord. Yeah. I moved something and everything fell. Oopsie. Yeah. I have to get another notebook that it just, see that? This is the mix by all three colors. That's how it mix. Ooh, it had a lot of paint. Guys, it had a lot of paint. Look how much paint it has. Oopsie. These are strong colors. We're gonna let this dry. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt though. So I love me some salt. Lord, I have so much stuff, you guys. You don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. This is part of my process. Not too much though. See? Only where I see puddles. And that's about it. We'll see when it dries how the salt. Okay, I think that's enough. Yep. Okay, and I'm gonna add just a little bit more of this, only where the salt is, so it'll finish drying faster. I love that effect, you guys, the alcohol effect. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna remove this, and then we're gonna frame, and we have to let this dry. Probably it will be dry in maybe 15 minutes. Okay, here comes the framing. All right, so I have all of this to frame and to cut from. So I'll put that over here. I want to do this one. I'm gonna do this one. This one's so pretty. And then where do we want to? So it's really easy. You just lift the. Should we do white or? Yeah, we're gonna do white on this one. So I'm gonna let this frame sit over here. And we're gonna do the white for this one. I'm gonna get the frame. I think I want to do this area right here, but I might do this one. I think we'll see. That's why I'm gonna take the frame out. Do 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 do. Ooh. I took one frame out not that long ago to see how they were, and I was like, oh yeah. I was very shocked at how cheap these were. $2, and this is real glass. That's why I was shocked. I wish they were kind of 5x5 instead of 4x4. Whatever. Ooh. I have to lift something. Where's my little, let's see. Oops. Lord, where's my, here it is, over here. This one. So I can lift. They are pretty strong, these little knot things. They're pretty strong. see. Let's see. Oh yeah. Do we like that? Let me see. That or let's see. Let me just take this off. This is messing up my, there we go. Oh, I like this. Okay. This is it right here, this corner. Okay. I know before I used to like, don't do it. Now it's like, okay. So what I'm gonna do is cut this in half and then cut it from there. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh no. Okay. When it moved. That's alright. It was perfect. I was gonna frame this like just how it was, but I was like, nah. Okay, where's my piece of paper? There it is. Did I said I was gonna frame this? I think I like this side better. This side. So that's what I'm gonna do. No, I'm undecided again, you guys. Oh my god. I cannot. I'm just gonna do this side. Do it like this because just gonna decide. Okay. I don't want to do it with this one because it's going to, it's not going to do it right. Oops. So hard there. I think I like the effects of this one. I can't decide now, guys. This we're gonna leave it alone because I like this one the way it is. So I'm probably just gonna leave it as. I'm getting thirsty again. Good thing I brought my coffee. I'll drink some water from my cold coffee. Here we go. I did it. And then I'm gonna do one more right around there. This one I could, yeah, do this one like a little stamp. I didn't like that I had to this, but that's okay. I can fix it. And then I'm just gonna do like the edges, watch. See? Like that. Ooh, see? Yeah. I'm gonna do the same for this one. See that? Yeah, just gonna do it like that. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, so we cut this one. I'm gonna put it in. Let's see how, I want to see how this is gonna fit first. Ooh. Ooh, it barely fit, you guys. Ooh, it barely fit. Do we like? What do we don't like? Yeah, like this. They're kind of hard, these little stubs. Ta-da! Do you guys like it? See that? A little bit of everything. How cool is that? Would you pay $10 for this? Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna do the black one. We're gonna do another painting. I don't want to do the same one because the whole point of this. So let me see where my other paintings are at. Let me see if this fits into it. It should fit, but it might not. This one. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. It's like long. This is long. Too long. Yeah. This is why I don't like to put the white border. It's hard to... Let me see. Where did I put my other paintings? That we can... This one we're not gonna... I was gonna do this one, but it's similar to that one. I want to do... Oh, maybe we could do... No, I don't want to do this one. Oh, they're over here. I went for these. These are like the ones that I did. I did these off camera as well. Yeah, same. These are kind of long. It's like... Okay. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Here they are. Let's see. Nope. I think I have 2 roses left, and I don't know where. Oh, here. I think they are here. I think. Yeah, they are. I'm like, yeah, they're. Oh, these are. Oh, that's right. Oh, I want to frame. Shoot. No, I don't want to cut these. Maybe this one. No, I think I like these the way they are. You see, I have a problem like cutting out stuff that it's like not patterned. Because I'm like, no, I like that. No, I this. No, I that. I'll make excuses. Did I? Oh, I have more here. Here we are. Oh, these are just the others. These are... This one. Let me see. Shoot, these are too small. Damn. Or I could cut this one. I don't have a problem cutting. I think I'm gonna cut this one. This is a practice one anyway. This one I made off camera as well. You guys didn't see that. How cool, huh? It was just a day I was playing around with my stuff. Yeah, this is soft practice anyway. I don't know where I left the little heart ones. Where did I leave those? They're somewhere. Oh, I found them. Let me see. Do they fit? Yeah, they do. Ta-da! Should we frame? Oh, yeah, I don't want to cut. Yeah, I'm just not going to cut these. I'm not in the mood for cutting. See, I kept 2 of these little things. Maybe this one? Let me see. Okay. Do we like that one? No, I like this one. Yeah. So this one it is. This one, I think it's already cut down to size. Yeah, it is. I just need to cut some of the edges, that's all. So we're gonna use the other scissors. I'll be right back. See, it's almost there. I told you guys. I gave all these little pieces away except for these 2 because I wanted to have some reference. And yeah, Marlena, have you got my letter for these? I sent it out like a week ago. Have you received it or not yet? Everybody else, I think that I sent got it. Am I on? I wonder. Let me switch it and see if I'm on, because I might not be. Did you get my thing, Marlene? My pen pal? I sent it over a week ago. These. Did you get it? Yes or no? See, this is why I don't like to use white around. You see that? And look at this one. Very different. That's why I don't like to frame my stuff. Might have to. I don't like the way this is looking, you guys. This is why I don't like to frame them like that. Looks kind of weird. I think it just wastes watercolor paper. That's what I think. You don't have to agree with me, but this is how I feel. think I'm just gonna frame this other one. Yeah, look at that. Way better. Way better. Oh yeah. I knew there was a reason why I never liked the white around my frame. I just always knew that it's just a waste of like space. Never liked it. But sometimes I put it over just to make people happy. I like to use everything. Everything. Okay, so I'm going to frame it like this. There. I'll show you guys. Ooh. It wasn't that hot today, and it's not. And my allergies seem to kick in. Okay, see? I took most of the white space out. I think this is the, yep. Da, 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 da. You see? White frame around, waist, no white space. So now you know how they look like. Pretty awesome, huh? Okay, that's it. That's all I have. I'm going to bring back, this is super cute. Super cute. Yeah, I couldn't, these I have to, these have to be framed like this because they're so pretty like that. And look at, they're the iridescent. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. I just can't get over how pretty. Look at this sherbet background. Oh, to die for. To die for. Okay. All right. Let me get, I need a drink of water, which I have here. Bring my coffee, and then we're gonna finish the other art piece, okay? Just hang on, let me go get the stuff. I'm surprised nobody has come to visit us today, Marlene. It's a chill Sunday, huh? Okay, I grabbed it, but it's still not completely dry. However, we're just gonna go with the flow. And it's like 90% where you see the marks of the, it's still not dry, but it's okay. We're just going to go with it. All right. So now you're gonna get a black Sharpie. I have a black Art-Alchemy because I want to use it, acrylic paint marker in the color black. So what you're gonna do, like mine piece is gonna be a stem from childhood. Still a little bit of childhood trauma must still linger in me. Not too much, but looking at this piece already makes me happy just looking at it. Like I said, you can start with blank. I started in reverse because this is my process. So what you're going to do is just think about what you're working on. You don't have to say it, but I'm going to share. And you're going to start on one end. All you're going to do, time yourself. I'm just going to do it until I feel like it. Don't lift your marker. Just trust the process. Trust, trust, trust. Don't lift it. Just go with it. Ooh, it feels good. All right. As you can see, I'm using it because I don't know this paint marker. I think it wants to go dry on me, you guys. I'm not sure, but I think so. Because it's supposed to have marked the lines a lot darker than these. And you could barely see them, huh? And then, well, anyway, wherever you are able to see, because I'm not able to see a lot, you're going to, wherever they cross like this, the lines intersect, you're just going to round them with that same marker. Just going to round them. I'm just going to put dots because that's the way that I see them. And that's going to help you unblock whatever it is that is blocking. But you can totally, if your Sharpie is a lot darker than this, then that's fine. Like I said, on mine, I think it's semi-drying. See, it is. I think it is. Yeah, see, I know I'm not wrong. So what I'm going to do is flip it over. And hope. There we go. See, I knew it. Now it's a lot darker. See, it's supposed to be nice and juicy. So mine flipped over. Yours can do that too. Yeah, as soon as I flipped it over, and see the ink started to come out. That's why I like these little Rowney. I highly recommend them because they're like the tip. I knew it because, so I already did it. So I'm just gonna leave it as, and because see now it's going darker. You see that? Now you can see it. Can you look at that? Oh yeah. And my line's supposed to have been like that. But things happen for a reason. I don't know why I didn't flip that marker. But it's fine. At least I'm able to see, even though the lines are fainted for you. But when they dry, it's gonna, when it finishes drying, it's gonna be fine. It's a little bit of chaos. So to me, as an art therapist, certificated, I'm still, yeah, how much I intersected them. And here I thought that I'm passing, and since I was 17, so 20, 40, 26 years of my father passing, that I'd be okay, but I guess I'm still going through some stuff, and that's okay. You might be too, so just take it with a grain of salt. We're not, grain of salt, hee hee. We're not perfect, and we are here on earth to work on our issues, okay? You're not alone. This is why this channel was created. And some people get upset and they don't want to admit it. That's fine. That's their process. I'm done getting mad. I left that when I lifted the paintbrush. over 4 years ago. Not quite 5 years. 5 years will be this December. But I'm really proud how far I've come, and the fact that I have this channel and this community and other communities that I feel welcome. Since then, I made a lot of changes in my life, and I'm still continuing to make changes. People often ask me why I haven't got married and had kids. If you don't deal with your shit, let me tell you something. When you get married and have kids, they'll reflect that on you. And that's why people get divorced, because they weren't ready. They didn't deal with their issues, and they weren't ready to have partners. So that partner or that kid or both reflected that back on them. And there you go. That's how that happened. I knew that a long time ago when that other partner that he went into that he went into Iraq mirrored a lot of things to me, and I didn't like that. And I started when I left the military. I started working on myself, because I started noticing that, like, these patterns, and I was like, yeah, no. But yeah, so this is very meditative. I do dots, but you can totally do this, which is the true neurographic. So they do all kinds of stuff like that. I don't like doing it like that, but you can totally do that. I just like putting dots, and then you can still add to this piece. I'm not going to. I'm only gonna add a little when I finish drawing, and I take out all the salt. I'm going to just add dots of white, like, and that's it. And believe it or not, this process helps you a lot. I do it once in a while today because I was reminded through the workshop that I started taking last week, that it started last week. And they told me that by week 4, I would have some changes, but I'm starting to feeling them today by just talking about myself, which it gave me my own answer. And other people were just listening in my group. We're not always going to be in the same group. So yeah. There you go. And I feel like this makes me feel like basketball. Like, that when you look at the basketball, I don't know if you guys look at it, that's how it makes me feel. But this is extremely meditative. But yeah, this is... So I'm gonna cut the camera off because you know what you're doing, and then I'll show you the finished piece. Probably tomorrow on my shorts. So look out for that. I'm not gonna go over the lines that are faded. It's just the way that happened. I could still see them, but like I said, you might still too. There we go. And just if you happen to do this, just enjoy the process and enjoy whatever it is that you're doing. You can do the lines first. This is what I'm doing now first, and then color it. But I've done it like that, but that's when I feel detached on my piece. I don't feel like I'm part of it. No, you're welcome, Marlene. Thank you all for coming, Marlene, and those of you watching in the replay. I invite you to do this. Do whatever feels good for you, because that is what is going to help you and break through whatever it is that you're going through. Even if you're stressed and you just want to work your stress levels, this is an excellent way to do that. I did it on the workshop when I was taking the art therapy certificate, and older people told me that they never thought, they're like, how is dots gonna help me, blah blah blah. And they said that they had so many scribbles. When you have a lot of scribbles, you're really going through it. So just let it do what it needs to do, and trust that it will help you, because it will. I also was a little bit skeptical. This neuropathic is done by a Russian scientist that came with it a long time ago, and we here in the America were just discovering not that long ago, maybe 10 years ago. But yeah, it helps a lot. Okay, so there you go. I hope you enjoy this, and I'm gonna let it dry before I keep going. But see, I can't stop. It's so like, it's so cool. Just like looking at it and stuff. Because you know it's yours. It's nobody else. It's yours. And I'll see you guys in another. They're probably going to be a Wednesday video. So I'll see you on a Wednesday video. Take care. Have a good Sunday. Thank you, Marlene. Bye-bye.